Okay, we are going to take a look at turmeric tea, and one of the reasons why it's not just delicious, but it's become one of our favorite healthy beverages. And luckily enough, we grow it right here in the garden. This is what the turmeric plant looks like. It's got this beautiful kind of orchid-like flower near the bottom here, and it grows very similar to ginger. Now its name here in Costa Rica, curcumin, is actually part of its Latin name as well. So curcuma, which is the active ingredient that's healthy for you, find here. So dig this one out. At the bottom, find all these beautiful pieces of turmeric. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna collect all this. We'll make some tea. We'll show you how to make some turmeric tea and why you should use black pepper. Okay, well this is a new area for us. We're in the kitchen. We are making turmeric tea today. The ingredients that you'd need, either three thumbs of turmeric. Looks good. If you don't have any turmeric, you can always get this. This is a dried powdered turmeric. You will need about 3. So you'll need about 3 teaspoons of the dried powdered turmeric. Very yellow and will stain quite easily, so be careful. You don't want to accidentally dye any clothes with the turmeric. The reason we're adding the black pepper, this is a very important part. This actually increases the bioavailability of the curcumin, which is the active ingredient in the turmeric. And it's the reason why we're making the tea, is because it's partially medicinal. So once your water is boiling, so I guess this is the first episode of my tea time as well, as we dive into the health benefits of turmeric tea. What I consider my top 5 turmeric health benefits. So as we go in, I always like to add a little almond milk and just a tiny little bit of honey too while we're at it. Makes things a lot easier, or a lot sweeter at least. Makes things a lot sweeter. Oh, I got a little bit of honeyware. A little bit of honey everywhere. As we get into number 1 of my favorite reason behind turmeric, the bioactive compounds that are chock full inside of this wonderful root. The curcumin is a spice that's been used in India for thousands of years, a medicinal herb, and recently we've started to see it jet back up. Well, particularly in my garden as I started growing it, and it's become one of my favorite teas. The compound called curcuminoids is actually the most active ingredient in the plant, and it has powerful anti-inflammatory effect, and it's also a very strong antioxidant. Or if you want to experience the full benefits of curcumin, what you actually have to do is add black pepper. Now the reason that is the piperidine is actually a natural substance. It enhances the absorption of curcumin in your body by around 2000%. That's a noticeable difference, and that's why we always add turmeric and black pepper as necessity, because even though you may have a small amount of it, you're going to take up 20 times more of it than you regularly would, say if you were just ingesting. Which brings us now to number 2. Curcumin is a natural inflammatory. Why is inflammation so incredibly important at this day and age, and why are we paying attention to it? It actually helps your body fight foreign invaders, and it's a role into repairing damage. So most inflammation is actually beneficial. So scientists now believe that chronic low-level inflammation plays a major role in almost every Western disease, from heart disease, cancer, metabolic syndrome, Alzheimer's, and various other degenerative conditions. Therefore, anything that can help fight with chronic inflammation is considered an important additive. It actually can be used instead of powerful anti-inflammatory prescription drugs. Although please note, if you've been to this channel before, none of this is investment or health advice. This is strictly for information and educational purposes only, which then brings us to number 3. Turmeric dramatically increases the antioxidant capacity of the body. Now, why is this important? Antioxidant damage is actually believed to be one of the mechanisms behind aging and many of the other diseases that you're likely to pick up later on in life. So it generally involves something known as free radicals, which are highly reactive molecules with unpaired electrons that roll through the body. They actually affect our fatty acids, our proteins in the DNA, and sometimes can cause cancer. One of the reasons the antioxidants are important is because they protect your body from these free radicals. Curcumin is a powerful antioxidant that can neutralize these free radicals due to the chemical structure of the alkaloid. Now, in addition, curcumin actually boosts the activity of our body's own antioxidant enzymes, and because of this, it's a great symbiotic relationship with some of your body's already existing chemistry. Number 4. Curcumin actually boosts brain-derived neurotropic factors, which have actually been linked to the brain function and lowered the risk of other brain diseases. So back in the day, we believed that neurons weren't able to actually divide or multiply after early childhood, but we found out that this is actually incorrect. Neurons are capable of forming new connections later on in life, but in certain areas of the brain, they can also multiply and increase. This is extremely important, as we now know that the main drivers of this process behind the brain-derived neurotropic, BDNF for short, which is a type of growth hormone that functions in your brain. Many common brain disorders have actually been linked to decreased levels of this hormone, including depression and Alzheimer's disease. To our last one, number 5, and aside from the beautiful taste of this turmeric tea, so curcumin may actually help reverse in some of the major proponents of degenerative effects of heart disease. This is perhaps the main benefit of curcumin when it comes to heart disease, and it's improving the endothelium, which is the lining of your blood vessels. It is also well known as an endothelial dysfunction is a major driver of heart disease in most people, and it involves the inability for your endothelium to regulate blood pressure, blood clotting, and other various blood factors. Several studies have then suggested that curcumin leads to improvements on the endothelial functions, and one study found that there's actually an effective increase, while the use of exercise shows that it works even better than the drug atorvastatin. So again, none of this is medical advice. If you are taking any of this for blood pressure or for anti-inflammatories, please do follow your doctor's notes. This is Tea with the Arcane Bear. We're going to try out a few other random things along the way because we do love turmeric tea so much, and it's actually become one of our daily grows. We grow it in the garden. We decided we should do another little information and educational video only. If you like this content, give us those thumbs up. 500 million thousand thumbs up or down, whatever. Thumbs up if you like life. Remember to subscribe if you're new to the Bear family. Hit that little bell. Join the Telegram channel in the links below, where you can find out about all sorts of random and exciting information. This is Tea with the Arcane Bear. We're signing off for tea time for the rest of the day. We hope you found this beneficial, or at least as beneficial as the tea that we're drinking.